There was widespread concern about standards of education when the 2014 matric results were released this year. But some experts say a bigger problem is the number of pupils who quit school before they reach matric. The high dropout rate is often attributed to literacy problems and a basic grasp of English words and their meanings. One local company believes it has a solution. TechnoTutor offers a unique coaching plan to help children overcome literacy challenges.
According to the 2013 General Household Study by Statistics South Africa, 92.9% of South Africans are literate. But with the national pass rate at 75.8%, early education training is clearly very important. With just around 1.2 million children entering schooling in 2003 and only 688,000 children matriculating 12 years later, where does the real problem lie?
What we found is that it's the vocabulary that is the problem, or it's the vocabulary that is not being physically integrated, or it's the vocabulary that children don't have direct memory access to, that they're not getting all the results that they want.
Getting this right could be the key to unlocking the country's potential.
When a child has a wide vocabulary, it's not just that the child is benefited. The gross domestic product goes up and crimes goes down on the same tangent. So obviously, with the statistics that we see today, this traditional approach to education that we have is no longer bringing the results sought by parents and students, nor does it meet the educational needs that our society demands.
Research shows that words have to be used 5 to 7 times before they're admitted to long-term memory. Enter TechnoTutor.
While in school, I, for instance, could not do the alphabet. Up until the grade 3, I was still struggling with it. The teacher would ask me to say the alphabet out loud, and I would start crying just to avoid not to have to say the alphabet. The same with counting from 1 to 100. I did the same thing to avoid having to count. I started using the program on a trial base for about 2 years. Within this, I've developed English. Most effectively, I can now read, I can spell correctly, I can learn much faster, because words create our world. If you know one word, you can learn the next word.
TechnoTutor is also a business for budding entrepreneurs. It's being distributed across the world by young people looking to make a difference.
There's a lot of schools in the country. There's a lot of people to try and reach in the country. So it will firstly be the manpower is what's needed to be able to reach all these schools.
Our goal as an international company is to really reach the point where every child uses the software. Because no matter how many educators you have and how much support you give to the child, if the core foundation of vocabulary, which is how you express yourself, it is how you move in this world, it is how you learn.
With technology now being used more in everyday learning and teaching, the right tools can lead not only to an even more literate country, but it can stimulate the expansion of the small business sector. Arabile Kumete, Johannesburg.